everyone, and welcome back to day 11 of our Vlogmas Christmas challenge. Today we're going to do some exterior detailing on a bunch of the other houses today, or one or two. We'll see how long it takes us for each one. But I think to begin off our episode, there is too much snow on this path, and so I got a bunch of string in my inventory, and we're gonna clean this up because this is too much. You can't even see the path. This area is looking much better. It just, yeah, with all the snow on it, you just can't even tell that there is a path here. So like some snow on the stairs like this, probably okay, but the snow completely covering the path, it just does not work out. So if we come down to this Santa house, I really love this Santa house. I think the hat idea on top of the house really makes it, but it is very plain on the bottom. So let's try taking some red concrete powder and kind of mixing it in a little bit and just seeing what that'll look like. Let's step back and look at that. It certainly adds some more texture difference. I don't know if the randomness of it works. What happens if we don't do it randomly? That could work, but I don't know. I like the texture difference, but I don't know how to put it to make it look good. Okay, let's take this out again. I think first, let's bump a bit of a window into this wall. We could do a 3. That should let some more light into this area and make it feel less just one color. And we will just use white glass. I think that looks nice. And then because this one has spruce wood, let's do a couple of these guys. There we go, that could certainly work. And if we maybe take the same fireplace idea, that's cute. And that adds some more texturing and detail on the sides. And something just as simple as window boxes could really help this build out a lot. And just some blue, okay, bed move. See, even that little detail adds more to this build. So let's continue on here and see what else we can add to make this build pop just a little bit more. And then maybe even just a few more leaves. Because we have the leaves kind of trellising up on this side, it doesn't look awful. I don't know if it fully kind of adds to it, but it does provide a little bit more decoration over here. I definitely like the addition of a window and the flower boxes. I think that really adds to it, and I think too the addition of the trapdoors up there on the top window really help as well. With these details in, what happens if we add a little bit of the concrete powder? That is better. Now that there's more details like a window and the leaves, it's looking a lot better by adding in a little bit of the concrete powder as well. But I did go around the back. Now the back is very plain, but I think the addition of adding that concrete powder is actually working kind of good. So I would call that a win. And I mean, for the most part anyways, this is the side that we'll be looking at, and these details certainly have brought it together. So next up, let's try and tackle this blue house. Again, the color scheme I think works well together, but it needs a little bit of an extra pizzazz. And so we're going to keep the oak theme because that's kind of what we have here. Let's bring in some blue concrete powder and see if that will just add a little bit more texture to this build. Taking a step back, I like the addition of the concrete powder a little bit more than I did in the red one. And maybe it's just because I've actually seen the red one now for a little bit, but I think it does add that little extra texture variance to it, so it could work. But it still needs something else. Like there's not quite enough in this build to really have that detailing that it needs. That could certainly work. That could add like a little bit more to this build. Now the problem is I can't put one underneath because of where the campfires are. Now the front door is quite plain, but there's not much I can do because of this awning over top of the window. But this definitely adds a little bit more detail that I kind of like. Because we don't actually have any lights at the front door, let's try and figure out a way to incorporate some lights here. Oh, that could be cute. And there's no lights at this front entrance either. Wow, I'm slacking here apparently. What happens if we just put one right there? Okay, so two much more detailed houses, which I like. I definitely like the addition in each of these builds. This blue one maybe could use a little bit more, but I don't want to also overload it. So overall, I mean, I know this was only 2 houses, but this has been decent progress. So I definitely look forward to doing more detailing on the rest of these houses. That is definitely going to do it for me for today's episode. So I will catch you in tomorrow's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Bye for now.